nest in the forest. There is trouble with the trees, for the maples want more sunlight and the oaks ignore their pleas.
Having trouble with your trees? Better go see Bob Lacey at Long Shadow Model Trees. Tell him Todd from Wally's Weathering sent you. Hey everybody, this is Todd, aka Wally's Weathering, at the workbench. And back in January, I was watching the YouTube Model Builders live presentation that they have every month. And cool thing about that is they offer some giveaway prizes if you watch the show and if you're watching it live. And I entered the contest, and but I didn't hear my name called for anything. And of course, I may have been napping when they were doing that too. You have that out of old people. So anyway, a couple of weeks later, this box shows up in the mail, and it says Long Shadows from Tehachapi, California. Well, gosh, the only Long Shadows I know is Bob Lacey. And so I had to go and watch the video, the end of the video, and sure enough, I won the trees. How about that? So I must have been napping through that. I don't understand that. But anyway, I kind of promised in my last video that we'd open this on camera, but you know, I don't want to take away Sparky's thunder. So we'll just open it up and I'll meet you guys at the workbench. Okay, everybody, here's what was inside the box. Got a nice bag of trees right here, and nice little calling card from Bob Lacey at Long Shadows. And we also got a little invoice order here, which says on here 4-pack of trees, assorted trees, normally $10.20. Show winner of live show for January. Please enjoy them. Thanks, Bob. I will. Well, I'm going to take these out of the bag and I'm going to put them on a little piece of foam right here, and we'll have a good look at them. So hang on just a bit. All right, guys, here's what we've got. This is a 4-pack of trees from Long Shadows Trees, Bob Lacey. And these ones on the end here are oak trees, 2 oak trees, and a couple of pine trees right in the middle here. And they're about, let's see, let's take a measuring tape here and see what we got here. These trees are probably pretty close to, let's see, these 2 oak trees on the end, about between 8 and 9 inches tall, I'd say. And that's on the, over here is the same one. It's about a 7-inch. And the pine trees are right around 7 inches apiece. So that's pretty good for HO scale. Those are about medium-sized trees, and so I'm pretty happy with them. One of the things that you can tell about a good tree is how much material is left in the bag that got knocked off in shipping, and that's really not a lot comparatively. And so you can tell these are pretty good quality trees that Bob sends out. And so if you've got any tree needs, I would definitely take a look at Bob's website. And I think what you're paying for these trees, which is about $2.50 a piece, well, that's a pretty good bargain in my book. So all right, well, we'll talk about a little bit more here in just a second. Hang on. Well, there you go, a nice 4-pack of trees from Bob Lacey at Long Shadows Model Trees. You know, I got thinking a while back ago. Here I've been listing some stuff on eBay for a local hobby shop guy that I've been acquainted with for a long time, and we've been putting up a lot of these die-cast 1/64 scale cars, and you know, they've got hot rods and muscle cars and all kinds of stuff like that. And I was thinking, gee, wouldn't that be cool if a guy could take, instead of just putting his collection away in boxes and never seeing the light of day again. Most of those cars can come out of those boxes, and maybe you could set up a little diorama and maybe do something like a car show in a park and set up all your little cars and have some trees like from Bob Lacey and do a little diorama of a car show. That'd be kind of a cool thing, I think. And I know Bob would be more than happy to help you out setting up your trees for all that. So that's certainly something to think about. Their model trees aren't always meant for just model railroads, you know. Another thing that we've been listing a lot of on eBay is 1/72nd scale uh, military equipment like airplanes and armor and stuff like that. And gosh, you know, I know that those guys often build uh, scenes and dioramas and stuff. Might be, you know, worthwhile to look into Bob's trees to help you out with your diorama and stuff like that. I know I saw a picture one time of a jungle airport thing for World War II planes, a temporary airfield. And boy, that'd make a pretty cool little diorama with some 1/72nd scale aircraft. And like I said, Bob's trees, those trees that you just saw, are pretty sweet. They would look really nice in a situation like that. So it's something to think about. Model trees are not always for model railroading. They can be used for dioramas of any kind. So we'll keep that in mind. And I do appreciate Bob sending me those trees, and I'm going to put them to good use. And I would go over to Bob's website if I were you and check out all the other kinds of trees that he has. He has some pretty good specials going on there. I guess if you order 25 or more trees from him, he'll give you a little bit of a break. I'd check into that if I were you, especially on those pine trees. They seem, I don't know too many people that have forest layouts that couldn't swallow up a bunch of pine trees. So all right, so that's pretty much it for now. And next video, we're going to be talking about some weathering decals that I picked up from Weathering Solutions. They're a new sponsor on the YouTube Model Builder site, and I'm going to give their rust streaks a try, and we're going to see how that goes. So stay tuned for that. We'll talk to you later. Bye.